I wasn't expecting to do this. I'm one of the intermission liquid courage people. Yeah. So, for those of you who have heard me before, where I have the nice arc, not going to happen tonight. My story is about those bucket lists that you have that are of the bad shit that you always want to do, but you don't actually really want to do it because you know how much pain it's going to be. Well, I dated a guy in college for close on 5 years. And when we broke up, well, actually, one of the times we broke up, we did the on and off thing for a bit. But the big one, the kill me inside one, he came over to my apartment and told me that he not only was breaking up with me, but he was starting to date already. Again, who was the, like, my husband has a girlfriend, that he was already dating somebody else. And I got to have the big, dramatic movie moment of get out. You know where the door is. Get out. You know, and I got to do the whole cry thing, and I got to do the slam the door thing, and I got to have the breakdown in the kitchen thing, and my girlfriends come over and pet me thing. And you know, it was like kind of awesome in that really shitty way. And then the next morning, I had to get up, and I was a Japanese minor in college, and there was this event happening at the university, and so I was riding my bike to go be a camp counselor for these freshman kids that were coming to the university. But I got hit by a car on my way to school that day. So I'm riding my bike, and I see the car coming, and I see it's not stopping, and all of a sudden, I feel the car, and I hit the windshield, and I go over the top, and then I don't see anything anymore. And I come to on the pavement, and I realize that I'm not going to die because I would already be in like a pool of blood if I was going to die. So I hear the ambulance and have that moment of, that's for me. Again, one of those bucket list things that you don't really want to have happen. So the man who hit me came running over, and I knew it was him because he was praying, because of course I was, you know, lying on the sidewalk or on the street, and he had run over my bicycle, and I had caved in his windshield. But so he's there praying over me, and the attendants are trying to, you know, like figure out just how many bones I might have broken. And I am asking over and over, where's Gooser? Where's Gooser? Gooser, Gooser, where's Gooser? Gooser. And finally, one of the other cars that had stopped realized I was talking about my bike. Because my bike had a seat that was adjusted incorrectly, so it goosed me every time I went over a bump, so it was called Gooser. It was probably more intimate with me than the boyfriend, which is probably why he ended up with somebody else. But I ended up in an ambulance with my bike because I wasn't going to leave without the bike. I ended up, you know, hurt, whatever, concussion, hospital, whatever, on crutches. And I got, you know, this really cute guy on campus to pay attention to me because all of a sudden he had an opportunity to talk to me. And I'm at the street fair with the new guy. He's carrying me on his back because, you know, he's like really big and really gorgeous. And I run into the ex. So this is, I don't know, a week after this had happened. And he didn't even know I had been in a car accident, or he didn't know I had been hit. Or by that point, actually, he had heard, but he heard from a friend of ours, like a third person who wasn't even that close to us, because in my bitchiness, I didn't even bother to tell him. So I was there and I was gloating over like this super cute dude who, by the way, I mean, he was like beautiful, but he was probably the stupidest person I've ever had the pleasure to touch. But I was there, and it was only afterwards and that I realized that, you know, the whole point of like what I got out of that was that I was really an asshole because I was much more worried about my bike than I was about Todd. That's it.